Hi, I saw a video. You know that I'm not with the manosphere here on this platform. I never have
Date you.
been.
Apparently, these girlies are being left high and dry out on the dating market, and when they are finding dates, they are accidentally going on dates with conservatives. So, leftist men, where are you at, and why are you not dating these women? Let's talk about it. Yeah, you better.
So the answer to that question is actually just at home, basically, not on the dating sites. That's the truth. I mean, we're in our homes and we're not out on the dating sites. I stopped using them myself. I think because I found it to be a little bit too direct. At the end of the day, I got told a lot by my friends back then that you didn't tend to find love by seeking it out and looking for it, and I started to realize that there may be some wisdom to that take. So the end goal just became to find something to do for fun and let them come joined me when I found that something to do, and enjoyed myself, and when I was in flow, that became the thinking of all of it. And when I but I look at this and I'm like, you're going on dates with conservatives on accident and everything. Well, let me let me tell you something about myself. I voted for Bernie. I voted for him in the primaries, not once, twice. Over the past couple of years, the past 8 or so years of presidential campaigns. I've voted for him in both of them. I am ultimately a Bernie supporter here. I'm not. I'm not even. If it came to leftism, I'm a bit of a purist. Even I guess you could say that I don't consider moderate Democrats necessarily leftist, to say the least. So, I'm talking about real leftists that are basically politically homeless as a consequence of this, that may ultimately suck it up and vote blue at the end of the day, but are not really, truly, deeply, in sympathy with the party and a lot of what it does. And that would be what I would describe myself as. I mean, I might grudgingly come home and vote for the Democrats, but a lot of the time they don't. They do or don't do things that I support, or want. They're often very difficult to bully into basically doing what it is that we want them to do as well. Unlike the Republicans, who have this structural advantage where the base can, their base has people that they can send in to run against the leadership if it compromises with ours, and is always in the wings ready to do that. Whereas our party, if you're pissing off the base, it's very difficult to dislodge you and get rid of you and kick you out of the party on the Democratic Party, especially because the Democrats really don't want they really are doing everything they possibly can to avoid having a left wing equivalent of the Tea Party functioning in the party. And there are some good reasons, perhaps, that might be a bad idea for something like that, for us to have something like that. But at the same time, it does feel good when we're able to dislodge a Democrat that is behaving too conservatively, and replace them with somebody that's behaving in a much more progressive fashion. In the party. I definitely do celebrate that, but I am a leftist, okay? If you're looking to date a leftist man, you've just been told, basically, how I feel about politics. You've been told, you've been informed that I'm not even, moderately left. I'm really left, of political center, and so, yeah, I'd like to say I am out here. I'm in my home. If you want to get in touch with me and anything, you can find me, just about anywhere. My Facebook account is Paul Michael Tidwell. Dearest demise, Dearest in a world without walls at gmail.com, on the platform and everything. And yeah, I'm definitely straight, white, and into leftist women. I mean, already 85% of the way to like having everything I want if you're a leftist. So, good enough. Anyways, I'm logging into my Facebook and letting the robot do the work. But yeah, I'm available on there. Day in a world without walls. And by the way, since I get some dumb broads commenting on without walls, don't take it literally. It's not meant literally.